One of the more powerful features of Claude is being able to use subagents, which allow you to parallelize tasks. So we're going to do this here. We're going to start Claude with my previous session that I'm going to continue with Claude-C. If you wanted to cycle through other sessions across Git repos or Git branches, you could do Claude R and it would let you cycle through previous Claude sessions. So we're going to go back to our previous session where we can continue the conversation. And as you can see, I was talking about Playwright in my previous session inside of this repo. And we've included a few agents for your use here, but you can write any of these agents yourselves. Agents are essentially just markdown files with system prompts. And I break subagents down into two categories: specialized role-based subagents. So as you can see, there's front-end developer, DevOps, automator, AI engineer, and so on. And then just general purpose subagents that you can utilize just from your normal CLI command inside here that you can ask Claude to break tasks down. So the benefit of subagents is that each subagent has its own context. So this allows each agent to perform a specific task without any context rot or compaction issues. One of the biggest challenges with AI coding agents is that there's a limited amount of context that you have to work with. And for larger code bases that you will find, context rot can cause agents to basically hallucinate code. You can also check the context usage by the / command here, and it will throw an error right now while I'm demoing it. But nonetheless, I can go back and kind of demonstrate some of these agents here. So one of the agents I like using is UI Designer. It can kind of go through your app and can do a UI audit and kind of make suggestions about what changes you need to make. UX Researcher, same deal. The other thing I wanted to demonstrate is if we look at subagents. So what I did was in this example, I have this AI and ML glossary on my personal dev blog, and it's just 522 pages of definitions of basically AI tools and terms. And I actually asked separate Claude agents here to subagents to write these definitions out. And in this example here, I'm trying to validate the definitions to make sure they're correct. So as you can see, it launches subagents, it organizes 522 files, and it's going to launch 35 agents in parallel. I'm going to speed up the video here so you kind of see how this works. This is extremely powerful. It keeps the context fresh for each of those agents, and it just asks it to do the specific task at hand. Each subagent is essentially a background Claude instance that's running behind the scenes. And then when this was done, you can see that it finishes out the task and then it publishes a report and it kind of validates all the definitions. It did find a few incorrect definitions that I then prompted it to correct. So that's how you use subagents. Now, the other thing I wanted to showcase was how to use multiple Claude instances. If you're working on a single Git repo locally, you could use Git work trees, but I personally find Git work trees a little bit confusing. So I like using different instances of Claude Web to kick off tasks. So the benefit of this is you can do this across a single repo or multiple repos. So as you can see, I created for another project of mine, I kickstarted a SEO ranking system, content generation system, and it explores the code base. I give it a prompt and it kind of just starts doing stuff. And when I was done with it, you have the option of continuing that session in CLI. So you can pull that session into your Claude Code CLI, or you can just create a PR against a Git branch, and then you can just pull that branch and start that way. You can even see that I created the repo for this IPN project entirely in Claude Code. So that's Claude subagents. Thank you for watching.